Really huge.
I know. I feel like
They
I wish
were
they were bigger
huge,
now.
man. What's it like being married? What do you like about it better than being single?
Like, ooh, this girl might like me. Ooh, I like this girl. Let me try to, get with her, da 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 da. But then
Our beginning is probably different than a lot of folks in terms of like honeymoon phase because
I put time in this.
I'm leaving here with some.
I'm leaving with some. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. So.
Okay. Go ahead, babe. Wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. They're not used to this, so they're probably like, "Oh my gosh, you be talking."
I know. They're like, he
"I
actually
know."
talks. Because.
Right. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the vlog.
What's up?
I don't know how long this will be, so if it's long, we'll just make it its own episode. But we have a special guest on the vlog with us today. You may have seen him before on the walls of storage buildings. You may have seen him on your buses, around your subways, at the Walmart.
Kmart.
At the Kmart, on a product. You might see him in your hotel lobbies with another woman. Don't worry, it was for print only. Welcome to the vlog, Adam Holmgren.
What's up? Thank you. I say thank you for having me, but...
But you stuck with me.
I know, like...
Thank you for having me for the rest of your life.
Why wouldn't you? But, what's up, vlog?
Oh, you got your good, you got your Alaska voice on.
I'm Alaska. I'm like,
hey, everybody.
hey, what's
Hi,
up?
I was just wondering if we could get some more talk.
No. What was it? Like, I'm on the phone. This is my regular voice. I'm like on the phone. I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going?
This is
Adam Holmgren. I like this. It's an appointment. Get the phone. What's up? I was so fake.
Okay. It's okay. We still love you. You're very pretty.
10 years ago.
Let's start with how are you enjoying Barbados? What are your initial thoughts?
Shoot, my initial thoughts, I was like, I'm about to be here. They're not like, I sound like not a dick. I'm like, there's be girls out here, like just.
He's a very visual person.
I know I'm so visual. Like girls, I would say guys, pause, but like just like fit people. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought like a bunch of
I think it's no Diddy now.
It's no Diddy. Oh. No Diddy on the guy stuff. But, yeah, I just thought there'd be more fit people out here, because, like, black don't crack or whatever. But, it's definitely not as fitness-oriented as I thought it'd be, which is fine. We just went to the gym, too, which I guess there's only, like, really 2 people I saw that were, like, in, like, shape here. But overall, it's a good place. I mean, it's fun. It's warm. It's beachy.
Really chill.
Really
they
chill.
Open when they want, close when they want.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, for your personal life, that's fine. I'm like, but for like we're going to go to a restaurant, it's like, it's like we're open at 10:30. Well, it said 10:30 on the website, okay, and then we get there, then I open, and it really looks. Where'd you look?
No, you looked on Google.
Yeah,
the Google Maps said 10:30. Their website said 11, but they opened about 11:05, and they didn't really start serving until about 11:15.
They were still getting ready at like 11:05. I was like, this is a fast food place. Like it's not a high society establishment. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're selling fried chicken. I don't, But other than that, I mean, it's a great place. People. I feel like people's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's really, really chill. We got to do this really long excursion. That you'll see for about 7 hours. I don't get car sick, but being in it for that long, I just had to close my eyes because you could only look at greenery for so long. You can only look at so many beaches. I think because we live in LA, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, the beach. Even though the water, please, looks nothing like this. We can go to the beach like at any time. So I'm so glad I got to see my girl Shanice. So if you do not follow her on Instagram, she's Fit Like Mason. Shanice Mason on YouTube. She is also a bodybuilder, bikini bodybuilder out here, and I met her through YouTube. And y'all know me, I'll slide in a DM real quick. So I slid in the DMs like, we coming to town, and her and I went on that boat, and then she took us to the supermarket, which was a lifesaver. And so out here, you could they're really nice. It's not as I feel like maybe it's the touristy area, but they made it seem on like TikTok that everywhere you go, people are going to be talking to you like you better be nice. People, if they don't have to talk, they don't want to. Like if it ain't paying their bills, they're like, I'm good. The food is good though. I would say it's better than Tahiti. What we were paying for Tahiti, and we were paying like almost $100 a meal, $75 to $100 a meal, and we were getting like plain stuff. It actually feels like a lot of it is from the island, even though obviously it's imported, but the cooking. So that's been really nice.
Yeah.
And today we're going to a place called the Boatyard. Should be fun. Briefly, how we met, because there's new folks on here. You want to tell the story?
Nah, I always tell it, and she's like, "You got this wrong." I'm like, "Well, you tell it."
Perspective, right? So in 2016, August 31st, 2016.
Yeah.
August 31st, 2016, we both did a job for Beachbody, no works. Not Bed Bath & Beyond, Body Works. Beachbody, and it was $100 cash. And there were probably about 300 people. They put us on two sides of the cafeteria. Only one side of the cafeteria ended up going outside into the sun to be the backup people for the announcement of this new program. And so I don't listen to rules. So they're like, stay up front by the sun. But no, thank you.
No, because some girl had passed out for heat stroke too. That's how it was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. She was in the back like.
Oh, yeah.
I say, damn.
So I went to the back with all my gays, and all of a sudden, like, it just got really cloudy and, like, dark. I was like, what the heck? And I just looked to my right, and this huge guy, he's huge, but his arm used to be like this. Like, he was a Chef Boyardee. He was a beefy boy.
They make me sound small.
Nah, you was beefy. It was a little more fat than muscle, that's why. But now you got, that definitely. And he had the shirt on that they gave us. He had big old titties, and he was like standing like this. You had really huge.
I know. I feel like they were bigger.
Huge, man. And then he was standing like this. How you stand when he's like defensive or like trying to look cool.
I was trying to chill.
Like acting class, he'd be like.
I was like.
He knew what he was doing. He had his little Ray-Bans on. So I text the gays and I'm like, is he cute enough to talk to? And they're like, yeah. So I made some jokes. He laughed. He smiled. Cute or whatever. Introduced myself. Then I didn't think nothing of it. We went inside. We sat waiting for lunch. We got lunch, and when I came in, I saw him sitting by himself against the wall on a chair, not at a table, eating like a prisoner. And I was like, come sit with us. So then they're texting me all these questions to ask him. That's when I found out you were 25 or 26.
Yeah, about 25, I think.
And I was like, I think I was 31, about to be 32.
You was 30, about to be 31.
I was 30?
Yeah.
You were 25?
Yeah.
You had just turned 25 in June, and I was about to turn 31 in September. Okay, know the facts. I see you. Cute or whatever. So then I told him we could go hiking. I was a part of an acting class. I was the manager, and I got paid when people signed up. So I was like, oh, yeah, let's get you into this class. And before we even left the building, I got to the car, he had texted me, like, looking forward to going on a hike. And I was like, ooh, press. He is pressed. He ended up doing extra work for a film I was in. And they were like, ooh, he like you. He like came to the door like this and he did a little, do it, babe. Yeah, he did that. He thought he was, this one right here, he thought he was cute. They was like, girl, he like you, like whatever.
I was smitten.
He was smitten. And the rest is history.
And here we are.
And here we are, married 2.5 years.
At least.
Yeah, because April will make 3. And we've been together 7.5 years or 6.5 years. Because it's the same day. We got married the same day as our official relationship. So, anything else? Did I miss anything? No. It was my personality that drew you in?
Nah, she said she had some titties. I said, I can fuck with that.
So annoying.
I'm gonna, you want me to lie on you?
Anyway, what's it like being married? And what do you like about it better than being single?
I mean, for me, I guess the marriage isn't particularly different than being, we say single?
Single, yeah, not dating.
Oh, shit. I thought we were talking about dating. I was like, it's not that much. I mean,
you can say that too.
Oh, no, I can compare the both. So I'd think marriage compared to being single is like night and day. I mean, that's hard because I didn't really date a lot. Like I always, OCD up in here. Because like, I mean, like, because I just dated in college. So like, but like every year I had a different girlfriend. So it wasn't like I like talked to a girl for like a month or two, then a new one talked to, so I was like relationship, like that. But then I guess when I moved to California that first time in like 2016, like right before you met you and when I knew you kind of.
When did you move?
July.
So you were only there like a month.
Yeah, I was like
2
a
months.
month or two. Yeah.
And when did you break up with your ex?
Shit.
A year before that?
No. That same year. Maybe like 4 months before or something like that.
So you were single. I mean, we weren't together for another 6 months, but so you were single about a year before we got together.
Yeah. But I was talking to girls, but not not really. But like I guess I went with a friend. I went to a few. What do you want to call them? Mixers.
Like
I went to a few of the little mixer, like singles mixers, just because. And I was like, this is ass. You got the paper like, what do you like and what do you this? And I'm like, buddy, and they're like, not that they're ugly, but this one girl, she was like 35 and I was like 25, and she's like, I have a young personality, and I'm like, then why are you here? But I digress. But it was petty. I still remember her name, but it doesn't matter. I got her number too, but I never called her.
It's probably in your phone still.
I'm sure. I feel like it's on Facebook, but anyway. But no, single compared. Let me go off on a tangent. But single compared to marriage. I mean, marriage is far better. I mean, I think the only good thing about single life is like the chase. Like, ooh, this girl might like me. Ooh, I like this girl. Let me try to, get with her. Da 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 da. But then you get you want, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying. The next one, that high wore off, I guess you'd say. But married life is definitely more consistent. You can wake up, there's always going to be someone there for you. You don't have to worry about, I say trust. I mean, when I was dating or whatever, that was, goddamn, like fucking 10 years ago. Fucking dates me, bro. But, I think the dating was a little bit different back then. Damn, back then, goddamn, that just...
Back in his day when he was dating.
That is crazy. We've been together for a minute. But... in the past, let's say that in the past, in the past, yeah, it was. God, I lost my train of thought. But it was, it was definitely different.
You're talking about the trust.
Yeah. Because now I feel like it's just you chit chat on a dating app, have sex, and that's that, or maybe not even chit chat on a dating app. You just see someone. Literally, I'm like, that's crazy work. Because I'm just not that type of person who's like gonna fuck around like for one day and be like, I'm emotional. I'm a Cancer.
He is a cancer through and through.
But I don't. I mean, if we broke up, God willing,
not God willing.
Oh shit, not God willing. The opposite of God willing.
That's gonna be the beginning of this whole thing.
The opposite of God willing.
God forbid.
God forbid. Look at me being stupid. If we broke up, God forbid. I mean, probably because she died or something. Because I don't know why we would ever break up. But me being on the dating app, like, I'm not ugly, but it's like I don't think I had the personality to date back then when I was younger, cuter, and wanted to date compared to now, where I'm like none of those things. So I'm like, I think it'd just be like, one, it'd be harder because just I am who I am, and then two, like the dating world now, it seems really crazy and just like not fun, and that's why so many people are single. And like I say, I get it. I don't. I mean, I get it in a sense, but because I'm not in it, I'm like, I don't. Yeah. But I guess comparing marriage life to dating, like when we were dating versus marriage, for us, I mean, I feel like for us and for me, I feel like it's not too different because not a whole lot changed because like we already lived together. We already had Pepper, our puppy, together. You know what I'm saying? We already done all the married stuff that, married people do, So it's like I think the only thing that really, I guess, changed it for me was like, okay, this is like official. Like, I mean, I already felt like it was, even when we were just dating, not even just when I proposed, but like when we were dating, I'm like, this is gonna be my wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, oh, we're just fucking around and we'll see what happens. No, like I knew, I mean, again, we were together for what, 5 years before we got married? How long? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like, I'm not gonna just, fool around for 5 years and like, it didn't work. Like I put time.
I'm leaving here with some.
I'm leaving with some. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. So.
Okay. Go ahead, babe. Wrap it up.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. They're not used to this, so they're probably like, oh my gosh, you be talking.
I know, they're like, he actually talks. Because, me in person, they're like, we never talk. But yeah, it really, because, we were already so close like that, like, it didn't really change too much for me. But I guess the main thing was that it was definitely like, this is us. We're locked in. This is gonna be us forever. And I think that was real. The main thing is actually like, I guess you could say, a game changer or different. So.
Yeah, I think too, because our beginning is probably different than a lot of folks in terms of like honeymoon phase, because we were friends, but we were hanging out all the time. He would stay over, but like we weren't fooling around or anything. So like it wasn't really we was friends with benefits, but not sexual benefits. And so we already,
unfortunately,
anyway, I think I think at one point in our relationship, I was like, man, like maybe this would have been better if we had been more the traditional way, like met and then went out on a formal date and all that. But I also think sometimes when people meet people in that way, when they go to transition out of the honeymoon phase into that like deeper love, that agape love, that like when, the dust settles and it's like, what do we have underneath? They'll start to constantly reminisce on what they wish they had instead of focusing on what they can build moving forward. Because if the highs are, if you need to be at a high all the time, then that means when you're not at that highest high, you're at a really, really deep low. And I think the goal is to be at a consistent place where you'll ride smooth. It'll have the high highs and it'll have some low lows. But I think it happened the way it was supposed to happen. What do I like about it better than being single? What do I like about it better than being single? Well, I think when I was single, New Yorkers, we don't have no problem initiating stuff. And so I think I never actually gave someone an opportunity to show interest. I think I forced interest on a lot of guys, as opposed to, so then when he like kept messaging me all the time, I'm like, what is happening? Like, jeez, because I was so used to chasing and like waiting for the text and like that gray area, or like trying to force a second date and things like that. And so I think a lot of times I settled for being second best, settled for being the underdog, feeling, oh, I'm so grateful that this person, wants to spend time with me, as opposed to recognizing my dope and what I bring to the table. And so I'm good on it. I would say what's also sparked this series was just in New York, even though obviously I'm married, I felt like I was on a single person schedule, because I just kind of got up. And not that we pre-plan everything, but I didn't have to give anyone my schedule. I just left the house, came back. Do I want to come back? Do I not want to come back? And that was fine, but it also didn't feel that different than when we're at home. I just don't go as many places when we're at home, which is something I want to work more on. So as I always say, I think the easy part is consistent. The challenge is it's forever. And so it's like you have to keep showing up. You have to keep choosing this person, even when they get on your last nerve or they dunk you under the water and your wig almost goes off into the ocean. You still have to love them through and through.
I was trying to save you. Just the way the waves work and the water goes and,
Okay, what's it like when a man knows she's the one?
I was thinking something else. What's it like? It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
Like, do y'all just know?
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of times, at least when I was single, I was like, maybe they need time to, like, figure it out, like, or you can change them, or seeing the red flags and calling them pink. But, like, do you operate different? Yeah, it's like, you see a red flag and you're like, oh, no, it's not red. It's like pink. It's not too bad. I can change. Maybe it's just because they got a lot going on, or they're busy, or, are those all excuses? Like, if a man knows,
Yeah, I'm like, I'm just me, but yeah, I've never, like, I feel like I see the red flags and I accept the red, like, I accepted the red flag, like, not us, but like in general, like, if like an ex or something, like, I saw a red flag and I accepted that red flag. I wasn't like, oh, it could be a pink or purple flag, but no, like, I knew they weren't shit when it came to that certain aspect, but, I tried to love past that, but then when it didn't change, how do I rephrase that? If they know they're doing something that I don't like and they keep doing it and it's not something that they can't change, like they're just doing it because they know they want to do it, and they don't care that it's affecting me. I think that's where I'm like, okay, let me just really focus on this little red flag, and let's just, because if they, how can I phrase, like if they know that what they're doing is hurtful, but they can't change it, that's one thing. But if they can change it and they don't.
But what about when, for you, there's no red flags for the woman, but do you just know, how quickly do you know, like, this is going somewhere? This is the one, this is going somewhere, or this ain't going nowhere, but let's just have a good time?
That is a good question. Because I feel like my past relationships, like, but again, I think maybe it's where my mental was at. Because, like, when I was dating in the past, I was like 25 and younger, so, I guess my brain was still developing, because guys don't develop at 25. I don't know. But I feel like each of my exes, I'm like, this could be the one. But then you're in college, and it's kind of like, it just, it wasn't real, but it's like, it's in a controlled environment compared to when I left, I graduated, left New York, came to LA, talked to a few of the girls in between, I guess you could say. But then I met Aurelia, and something just, I don't want to say snapped, but I was like, like this could actually be something. I don't know if I can.
Are you worried about me being 6 years older?
I wasn't even a worry. I was not, I wasn't insecure like that, but I was like, oh, maybe she has a life more together, blah, 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 this, and, maybe she don't want me because I'm younger, or something like that. But it wasn't anything personal, like bad, like, oh, no, I'm afraid. But it was just, like, it's hard to explain, but I just knew that, not even just like a marriage or something like that, but I knew that just like your mindset and your aura and all that stuff, I knew that was something that could actually work for me, I guess you could say. Like, I can't, like I said, I can't even explain, but it's like when you know, like, I mean, once you had red flags or something like that, but if you had a little, I want to say aggressiveness, but, I'm from the Bronx, but, just opinionated and vocal with many of things, especially on first dates. But excluding those things, there wasn't like, I guess you could say, any super negative things about you. Not like, oh, well, she's great, but this right here, there wasn't anything like that. Overall, you're pretty good. And I guess I wasn't really trying to date at that time, too. I was just trying to get to know you as a person. So, yeah. But
it worked out for you.
Oh, it did. It sure did.
$100 and a wife? You don't give that out these days.
No,
Let's actually, I'm going to double this. What's one thing we would like each other to work on for the new year that is a benefit, like something you'd like me to work on for you, you to work on for me? And then what's one thing that we just want each other to work on for ourselves?